Hey, review family, keep it high, keep it tight. My name is Jay Morris, the review guy, and I'm back again to bring you another video. Call me Mr. Late to the party, but today I'm going to be doing an album review for the album Ion by Portal. So the thing about this album is it was released in January on Profound Lore Records. I had it on the books to review for the longest time on my dock, and to be honest, I kept giving other things the precedence. I kept moving on to other things, to the point to where I completely bypassed it altogether, but I wanted to sit down and review it with you guys now, so better late than never. With 9 tracks and 37 minutes of material, this is this Australian heavy metal band's 5th studio album following their 2013 album, Vexavod, which got a lot of positive reviews and brought a lot of people into this band that has been around since 1994. And being around since 1994 is nothing to scoff about, because for a band of this type of genre, this niche, it really is respectable that they would be able to last that long in this game and still be producing great music like this. Admittedly, I'm not super keen on this band's material, but I have heard Vexavod and I thought it was a pretty good album, but it did not prepare me for what this album was going to have to offer. I mean, I'm a big fan of Profound Lore Records. They have a lot of great bands that I do enjoy, and Portal is one that I really want to add to that list because while Profound Lore is known for specializing in a lot of doom metal, black metal, death metal, I find Portal to be kind of a breed of their own kind of entity that you gotta look at from a different standpoint than just, oh, this is a death metal band, this is a black metal band, this is a doom metal band, this is an avant-garde band, this is just Portal. That's the best way I can put it. And Portal does a lot of amazing things on this album when it comes to sound, when it comes to texture, when it comes to atmosphere, and really just dabble in a lot of creepy, eerie type of sounds. Like, honestly, does anyone know what the hell these vocals are? I'm so confused by these vocals. These vocals are like whispery, they sound distorted, they sound low, almost like a whisper. It literally doesn't sound like a growl, it doesn't sound like singing, and it marks the border between singing and growls that really makes this album stand on its own in terms of vocals for sure. But it's in no way without its heavy vocals. I mean, on track number 7, Spores, I can't even explain the noises that are produced on this. Is that a human? Is that a human being producing those noises? I honestly, for those of you that know more than me, I am honestly curious to know, is that a person making those noises, or is that some sort of mechanical thing? Because either way, that takes a lot of precision if you're good with machinery like the electronic audio engineering, and if not, then you're just a really scary vocalist. But yeah, this album really borders the line between black metal, death metal, doom metal, and really throws in a lot of elements into the mixing part to just see what sticks, just launching darts at a wall to see if any of them can actually stick, and for the most part, most of them do. But this isn't an easy album to listen to. It's abrasive, it's hellish, it sounds so soaked and murky. The production on this album is so just deep. It is so intricate and precise and so dense. It's tightly made. It's a tight-knit rope, basically, that's just tied up in so many different knots that it's going to be impossible to peel back all of the layers of the onion that is this album when it comes to the sounds that they are really producing. I really dig this album if you haven't realized that by now. I mean, technical death metal has had such a great year already. We've had so many great releases, a lot of which I have covered, and you're going to see a lot on my end-year list, technical death metal albums, because when a band is able to produce a sound, I respect that, even if there are other bands that are doing technical death metal. But whereas I usually talk about how I feel like bands will muddy the waters and sound a bit too meat and potatoes when it comes to technical death metal, Portal does not come off as predictable at all on this album. The sounds they employ, the guitar work they employ, the drum work, oh my god, the drums, these whispery strains, frill vocals, wow, it all combines to make such an experience that you have to listen on your own to fully grasp and understand. None of this album feels wasted. None of this album feels predictable. Throughout this whole album, I felt like I was really interested. I was intrigued. I was like, wow, what is this sound? What's that sound? And before I knew it, the album was over. And I've listened to it multiple times because I thought, better late than never. I'm late to recording this review anyway when it comes to this album. I might as well take my time to let it all sink in. And I'm really glad I did. I dig this album a lot. I think that it's a great technical death metal album, and I know that a lot of other people are feeling the same way because it's being hailed as one of the best technical death metal albums of the decade. And that is a title that you really, for a band like this that's been working so hard and been so long-lasting, you gotta respect that. And I really don't think you can pigeonhole this band as one genre. The people that are calling this a technical death metal album, yeah, that genre tag, that label works fairly well, but you really are kind of selling this band short when you try to say that, because they really have so much more to their sound and so many different genres going into the cauldron that they are making this just strange music out of, that you really have to learn each little intricate thing to fully appreciate this album. And each listen, you're going to understand more and more about this album. But I think this is a fantastic album. I'm going to be giving it a 9.5 out of 10, one of the highest regular scores I've given this entire year. I dig this album a lot. I really support this band. I hope you guys do too. I hope you guys go listen to this album. It was a long wait between Vexavad and this, but it was worth it. And I will talk to you guys next time. What did you think about this album? Like, comment, subscribe, and I will shout your channel out. My name is J Morris Review Guy, and I'm signing off saying farewell.